Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Kel once again. Can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up, everybody. All right, give me a thumbs up or put LNC as usual. All right, kindly do that now so that I can see that I can continue. Yeah. Hi, morning to you, Louis. Good morning to you, Dennis. Good morning to you. Okay, Dennis. Yes, thank you. I've only got double entry here. Morning to you, Claudia, Angelique. All right, the whole entire basic group is here. Okay. All right. Today is the 12th of January 2022. Today is Wednesday. Yay, midweek. All right, I'm very excited because this coming Saturday I will have my second basic class. All right, basic workshop. In fact, yeah. So do understand this basic workshop doesn't mean that you are going to learn those very fundamental stuff like what's candlestick, what's buy, what sell. Basic is about going back to origin, going back to how to see the market from the very beginning. Okay, at the very basic time itself, how to see why the boys need you to sell so that they can buy, and why they need to buy because they want to sell, things like that. So this is where that is for the basic of it. So this is capital ladder. Yeah. Okay. Watching MAO to go live like a hawk. Good morning to you, Kingwa, Janet, Joe, and Allison. Okay, let's go. Now, today you can see from my background collage itself, right? You can see there 3 pictures of majority of COVID cases. I'd like to highlight this, even though the market is no longer caring about COVID, but I got this thing to inform you about this COVID. Yeah, so let's just keep on going there. Okay. Okay. So the thing is this, you can see from France itself having big trouble. Yeah, France having big trouble. UK problem continue to escalate. And of course, now the main thing is what did Jerome Powell just said, okay, this morning. Now, this morning, Jerome Powell came out and he had to meet the committee, sorry. And of course, everybody was just firing off. I was watching it itself. And seriously, I believe for that session, he did a very good job. He really did a very good job. Now, do note, okay, I am definitely not happy with the way he runs the Federal Reserve because he has no choice, because he has to make sure that the system works. But by pumping $5.5 trillion into the system itself, he's just waiting for the thing to happen. It's just like doing this. Let me example. If you do something wrong and the law doesn't cut off you, it's just a matter of time. So the same thing of Federal Reserve. They have put in so much money into the system, and now inflation is in the picture. And now the next problem is this: if you're going to take away the money from the system itself, something must give way. So today, MAO itself, right, will be a lot of this thinking through about what is going to happen in the next few months. Okay, good morning to you, Sue Kim, I think. Yeah, good morning to you, Alex. Okay, let's go. Now, disclaimer apply as usual. Do note this. All right, someone asked me this question last night, really. Kel, are you long or are you short in the market? I say I'm long. But aren't you bearish? I say, yeah. Well, how can a trader be bearish and still long the market? Well, I put it this way. Bearish is the sentiment, but trade is now. So if I have to trade long to get more money so that I can actually have this money to prepare for my next battle for the short side, wouldn't it make more sense? It's like basically borrowing arrows from Cao Cao, right? As simple as that. So the thing is people couldn't understand where am I coming from. They said, Kel, if you are bearish, you should short the market. I say that if the market is bearish, but the market is going to go up now, I just stay long first. Until the market hit a peak, then I just short again. What's the big idea? So basically, this is where the problem comes to traders. They cannot understand that. To them itself, right? If I'm bearish, I must short. If I'm bullish, I must long. You don't need to do that. A better trader itself actually will plan the step in advance. Just like in the chess game. Sometimes in chess game itself, you do see this happen, right? You purposely lose a soldier so that you can win over to the other side. Sometimes you even had to basically lose this tower, all right, to get to the other side so that your queen can access, things like that. So sometimes it's small little sacrifice is important for you to move on. And same thing as a trader, same thing itself, right? You need to strategize before going in. So I'm not too sure how is it being interpreted as Cal is bearish, but if he long, he's lying. But to me itself, right, doesn't matter. I'm not there to, I realize that I don't need to explain further. If you listen to my MAO, you will see the value of it. If you want to like, you know, I can't find a better word for this, let me know if you have a better word for this. 钻牛角尖, meaning right, you want to just going to, if I say so many things, you're going to take things out of context and then emphasize and amplify it. Well, end of the day is we make money, you don't make money. Is that what you want? If that is what you want, then go ahead then, yeah? So disclaimer apply as usual. My job is to tell you what to do. Your job is to make your own decision, yeah? Okay. Now, let's look at this picture itself, right? I give you 30 seconds, everybody. 30 seconds for this cartoon. Tell me what is this cartoon trying to say? Okay, 30 seconds, all right? Now, this magician say, rabbit out of my head. And of course, the rabbit will come out, right? Then Federal Reserve, rate hike out of my... Okay, so what do you think is the caption for this particular joke itself? Now, initially, I couldn't get it. Of course, when I see the answer itself, right, then I just laugh my head off. But of course, that makes a lot of sense because that was what people expected yesterday. All right, I'm sure Jamie Dimon, David Costin, they're all like, huh? Why didn't you say what you're supposed to say? I mean, I'm quite sure they were like on the TV and watching it and like a hawk probably. And apparently it's all right, nothing happened. All right, anybody can tell me what do you think is this joke of the day? What will be the caption? See, anybody can guess it or not. Of course, there could be different interpretation itself, but at least you should try it out. Anybody want to try it out? What will be the quote of it? I don't see anyone texting it yet. Let me drink some water. Okay, still no quote. Okay, never mind. Let me just bring you the answer now. Pulling a fast one. Okay, so basically what happened is that yesterday we all expected Jerome Powell to say something. He did not say anything. Okay, oh, I get to see the answers coming in a bit slower. Out of my mouth, okay, really high off my head. Okay, all right. Now, yesterday he did not say anything. Yesterday, nothing. He didn't say about any form of like paper. I mean, basically, reducing the balance sheet. Nope, he didn't say that. He did not say anything about the rate hike. Now, the committee members tried to like try to get something out of him, but he was very smooth. He just go around it and just move on. Yeah, he did a pretty decent job. And I think because everybody got a few minutes with him only, right? So they had to move on. But Warren Elizabeth was really giving him a hard time, yeah. If you watch it. Okay, so anyway, dear all, it's all right. This is what OHAP is going to share with you. Now, do note once again, my second TWB basic workshop itself is on 15th of January from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you want your friends to join us, please contact Richard right now before 3 p.m. today, because by 3 p.m. we will close, 6 p.m. we'll close the registration, and that's it. Now the next workshop itself will be late February because Chinese New Year is coming in, and I expect people to be very busy and stuff like that. So the next one will be late February. So I'm gonna tell you this, guys. If your friends is to join for 388, they will definitely benefit within the first 2 months. Yeah, I got this friend Louis. He has already made back easily his cost fee many times. Okay, easily many times. So it's just about listening, practicing, and engaging. Yeah, once you do that, it's all right. The simple, easy, consistent method will help you. So okay, all right. Now yesterday itself, let's look at the Dow Jones. Now yesterday I gave a figure. I said the Dow Jones should be going up to 36,300. The reason I gave was because the KSI was green, but I did say that the market may fall first, then go up again because of the Federal Reserve this meeting, right? I mean, so-called his session. And of course, people who have understood it will know that I call for sell. Then after that, when it hit the bottom, 35,775 perfectly, that is where the bottom was, and that was denoted by the system, 35,775 by the TWB system. Straight away, the market turned around, and because the KSI turned from red to green, that was a buy up, and all the way it shoot up. And now we are just marginally away from the 36,300 level. Yeah, so was I spot on for Dow Jones? Well, I cannot say totally spot on, but I believe that I was very clear with my hint. I told you guys that the market will be going higher. And of course, these two students, they actually made $14,800 in one single trading day. Oh my goodness. So what they did was they shorted the market on the way down. Then around this point itself, right, they kind of contacted me and told me, Kel, what do you think? I told him, like, look, 35,775 has stayed there. So go for the buy if you want to do that. So they cover back their shorts first, okay? Then after that, they waited for a while. When the market U-turn up itself and break the pivot, right, that was where they power in. They really power in. Now, they have made quite a fair bit of money. I think they already made about $500,000 already, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong. So they didn't tell me much, but they tell me it's somewhere near that figure. And that is how good some traders are performing. And all these is right, showcase that if you actually listen to what I have to offer on MAO, you probably can do something like this. All right, now more important is this one here is the NASDAQ, right? So NASDAQ was spot on, definitely spot on, yeah? Because I already tell you guys, NASDAQ will be a buy. Now, when I call for NASDAQ for a buy, people immediately react, hey, Kel, the whole world is calling for sell, you call for buy? I say, yes, when the market was calling for buy at this point, okay, just to let you remember this, yeah, hold on, yeah. When the market was calling for buy here itself, I say, no way. I said that the NASDAQ will fall because of the yield was going up. And I said that, right, the NASDAQ counter will be hit. And truth be told, the NASDAQ plunge, okay? The NASDAQ plunge. Now, yesterday, I purposely do this Fibonacci for you. I purposely tell you what are the numbers to look out for. I give you specific numbers to watch out for. I say that the upside itself with the 15,714, then 884, and 054. I gave basically 3 numbers for you to take note, yeah? So, of course, what happened is, you can see that the NASDAQ really, my goodness, look at how crazy this Fibonacci is. The low of the day yesterday was exactly hitting my 23.6, and that's 15,504. And then after that, you go all the way up itself and hit my 15,714. And I said that the next figure will be 15,884, and we are now almost there itself, close at 15,844. So 40 more points to go to hit my second target. And that was the target that I wrote there because my drawing stays there. So I look at my arrow. My arrow was very clear. I draw it all the way to 15,884. Come on, guys. If this is not spot on itself, right, nothing can be. So did I have a spot on cue here? If yes, key the word NASDAQ spot on. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, of course, when this is happening itself, right, brother Yao Tong contacted me on the side and said, Kel, what do you see about the NASDAQ? I said that it's a buy. And he agreed with me because he also an avid trader. So Yao Tong decided to go and buy into NASDAQ, buy into Hang Seng, buy into the Dow Jones. And oh my goodness, $4,000. This is from brother Yao Tong, okay? He made $4,000 on his own. And of course, he said that, right, he actually is in a big game for him, despite the recent news of rate hike, yields, market scary, people calling for sell. He stayed with the rules, and of course, he make money. All right, in case you don't know who is Yao Tong, right, he is a local celebrity, Zhang Yao Tong. All right, he's our TWB alumni and also a TWB ambassador. So that's why I'm happy, because why people make money? I mean, if you don't make money the last few days itself, right, I can't understand why, because I was so blatant, I was so upfront. All right. Okay, so congratulations to those who make money. Thank you very much. Please make sure that you tell your friends we have a very good channel. Every morning, this guy will wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and do all the work for me, and then I sit down at 11 o'clock, listen to him when I have my lunch or whatever, and he will talk non-stop for 1 hour. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, all right, so that is my MAO for this one here itself. Okay, let's move on. Oops, sorry. Okay, so today we have our CPI data. The CPI data is expected to be the same figure. All right, I also suspect the same figure now. So what will happen? Very simple. If the CPI data is higher than expected, the market will rock a little bit. But if the CPI data is 0.4 or lower, wow, the market will shoot up. So got it? I repeat myself. If the CPI is 0.5 or 0.6, the market will rock a bit downwards a little bit. But if the CPI data is 0.5 and lower, or that 0.4, then the market will shoot up. Now, if you ask me instead for December period, right, I kind of believe that it should be the same figure. Now, why do I say that? Because back then in December, the crude oil price came off a little bit. So you see, you must understand how we look at this. Although crude oil yesterday went to $80, but that's in January. But this data is for December. So you understand where I'm coming from. So the answer, I think, is that the CPI data might be either the same or even a suspect 0.4. Yeah, so let's see whether am I right. Now tomorrow itself we'll do the guess the figure game. We'll guess the initial jobless claim and see whether you can win the prize once again. So thanks again to Anthony, Joey, Joe, Allison, Elise, Dennis, Louis for putting the spot on. Yeah, thank you very much. Now the Dow Jones was clear the morning in the first half an hour. In fact, the Dow plunged, okay, from 36,100 down all the way to 35,800. But magically at 35,800 itself, three times it bottomed out. So please write it down somewhere in a piece of paper that there is a very strong artificial support. Internally can't be seen, but we can see right now there's a very strong support at 35,800. Now this 35,800 itself, right, let's look at the technical point of view. Let's bring it in a technical. Yeah, hold on. Here we go. Okay, this is the NASDAQ. Okay, let's look at the this is the Dow Jones. Let's see. Yeah. Now you can see that this is the Dow Jones chart, and of course I also want to show you the level I just mentioned, right? 35,800. Hold on here. 35,800. This is a cash market, yeah. Can you see that? So now you put the level there, right? Then you can see a little bit better, right? Can you see that? So first of all, you can see the first time it was a resistance. That's why the market came down. But once it broke above it itself, right, the market shoot up. Okay, so 35,800 first time. Then again, it came down. You can see it got supported here. But once it loses it, it shot down all the way. But when it recovers, right, you notice that it becomes a resistance again. And then again, it repeated several times. So that means that this 35,800 is a very important level. So write it down. 35,800 is a very important technical point for the Dow Jones, okay, for the cash market. Now you look at it in terms of channeling, okay, let's see the channel itself, you can see that. This is what we can see right now for the Dow Jones. So if let's say now, if the market do ever break down, that means that the Dow Jones will come down to here at most, it's about 35,100 level. So I'll write this thing for you, example, 35,800 is a strong support. Shall we lose it? It's all right. The next support level, it should be standing down, will be about 35,180 range, okay? So 35,800 to 35,180, okay? So that is what we will be looking at for the Dow in the coming time, okay? So this one, take note of that, very important. Okay, so what happened on the summary side? Dow Jones rises 180 points, NASDAQ rallies for the second day in a row as tech share rebounded. So because now the interest rate cooled down already, right? Because the 10-year yield has slipped below 1.75%. Okay, later on about this yield shortly, yeah. So now some people say it's a bottom. Some people say it's premature to call for a bottom. Somebody say that you give another 1 more day, 2 more days, like you see. Okay, so for me, it's I don't care. We bought from the bottom. We're already in a very comfortable position. We let the market decide. Okay, we don't need to go and bother whether how high or how low the market will be going. Yep. So basically, it's all right. All the FANGs counter has went up, like yeah. So we have all like the Facebook lah, Amazon, Google, right, Netflix, and this Apple all going up. Even Tesla went up. So I was spot on for the 5 of them. So once again, itself, this is how you make money from the market. Yep. So the thing is this, okay, Jerome Powell really stunned the market when he testified of the Senate Committee. And his point is this, okay, he said that he expects a normalized supply chain to help ease inflation pressure in 2022, but he will not be afraid to rate hike, okay, hike rates than projection, okay, if let's say the inflation stay high. So to him himself, he said this, we will use all our tools that to get back the inflation, get inflation back up, okay, back down, in fact. Yeah, so he basically did not announce any accelerate change in policy. He basically used this word, it's a long road back to normal. That means that he already know that this will take some time, and Federal Reserve all the way will support it. So this is the reason why the market went positive, yeah? But then again, before you get too hyped and too happy, I'll explain to you why don't be too happy too soon, yeah? Because yesterday was expected, so it caught, and because of that itself, right? Some people are saying that, right, there will be no dramatic reversal in the pace of consumer price gains. Yeah, that means that, in short, there's no reason for the market to tank so fast, okay? And of course, the main thing is that the NASDAQ itself recovered a fair bit. Yeah, it's still down by 3.1% from the last year closing. But overall itself, right, today the CPI data will be highly watched, okay? But do note this coming Friday will be the very important earnings. Now, the bank's earning, I don't expect it to be good. That's first thing first. It's expected to be good. Second thing itself, right, the expectation of forward earnings will also be good. So that's the reason why I suspected that the last 2 days itself was purposely sold down so that they can buy it cheap. And then when Friday comes in itself, when the earnings come in, right, they're likely going to take profit on that. So take note of this, what I just said on Friday. So let's see the Dow Jones first. Now, Dow Jones, you can see on the recap, the Dow Jones opening was here. Then it went down. Now, it went down below MLP, below MA30, right? So what happened? The Dow, boom, it came down. Now, when it came down itself, right, the pivot one, 35,771. Now, this is where you are paying premium for this, okay? Look at this. Look at the way the market goes down to 771, stopped there and rebounded. Now, this is why people in premier level is able to make money. Yeah, I mean extra money lah. Because I told them before, right? Pivot is very powerful for reversal. Very powerful for reversal. So if the market hit it from coming down, hit the pivot, it will rebound. All right, unless it basically do a CCYR to go down. So that was the first thing. Now, second thing, I keep on reminding you the KSI is green in color. So anytime the market go down to KTR -1, -2, or -3, it will be a buy. So what happened? Let's take a look, everybody. See this. Oh my goodness. Watch this, everybody. Very important. Now, we were doing MAO when it was trading here, right? So I told you likely there will be big movement coming in. So truth be told itself, the market really went up instead. And I told you the drawing shows already, right? 36,200. I say that it will go to 36,200. Remember? If you forget, right? Never mind. I bring it back to you. Yeah, I can bring it back fast. Oops. Remember in the MAO itself, right? I said that it will be going up to it will be going to 36,200 first. Yep. Okay, I wrote it there. Okay. So what happened now? You can see on the screen. Sorry to run around. Okay, the market really went up to 36,200. Now, what is scary is that the star appeared there, right? The first star. There's no stars prior to that, yeah. So what must you do? If you remember what I told you, right? Put two lines at the high and the low. And straight away, I told you, if the market breaks below it, it's a sell. See? Now understand why it's sell, right? TWB student, if you actually really subscribe to a couple of market, you really put it big on your monitor screen and you just watch it. I can tell you, if you don't make money itself, you must be kidding me. So you can see that we are able to forecast and the star did not like appear that after it happened. No, once it appears itself, you can act on it almost instantly. So what happened to the market? Oh my God, it plunged all the way down until the cash market. But what was crazy was the bomb. Now look at the bomb itself. The bomb appeared at right near the bottom of it. So same thing again, you have to draw two lines at the high and the low. Now this is pretty big, but this is not the point. The point I want to emphasize is that the market, you notice, couldn't go below it itself. So when the market flipped over to CCRY again, that was where I told the couple to buy, to go long. Now they were short in the market. Yeah, they shorted around here. They added more shorts around here because the market break below OP. And then after that, when the market came down, right, they bought back majority of their shorts around here. And then they went long. And when they went long itself, you can see the market just went all the way for them. So you understand now how do you use the TWB system? The TWB system itself is not those traditional like overbought, oversold. No, we don't do that. We just follow what the pattern tells us what to do, and then we just try to make the best of it. Yeah, so that was, you can backtrack all my calls and my signals and my so-called little hints in the group chats. You can see that all this turning point, I was there. I tell you to cover back a short position. I will tell you that, hey guys, if you are long now, take some profit, things like that. Yeah, you do hear me. You do see me actually doing all this on a regular basis. Okay, now gold. Now I don't know why people say shorted gold. I told them gold is a buy. Now of course gold, yes, KSI was red, so undeniable. If the market goes below OP, it's a sell. But I told you guys, look at it. It's above MLP, above MA30, MA200. I will tell you, as long as gold stays above OP, it will be a buy. So what we did is that we actually bought gold, but unfortunately gold was very naughty. Gold came down first. You see what happened was we bought some gold. All right, we bought some gold here itself, I think. Then it went up. Then after that it came down and we got stopped out. Okay, we got stopped out right here itself. Okay. But because if you remember what I tell you about the above OP, above pivot one, if you remember, if you see a CCRY, if we are buying. So what happened? The gold after that, woohoo, went all the way up itself. So of course, I did buy some gold at the back, but because it was very late already, I didn't have a chance to text it to the group chat. But if any student remember what the rule of the game, above OP, above P1 is a buy, then of course you would have made money. And of course, the KSI turned green with the jump that gave me even a stronger conviction that it's a buy for gold. Yeah. Okay. So that was what happened for Dow and the gold. So some local and global news right now. Now France basically has a daily case of 360,000 cases. Oh my God! Do you know that how much is that? It was 360,000 cases. You know National Stadium, right? Singapore National Stadium, the one that we had the Kallang Wave. Now the capacity itself last time is about 60,000, and that's packed like sardine, really packed like sardine, 60,000. So that means we're talking about 6 national stadium of people falling sick at the same time. Oh my goodness! Now, although the market is trying to tell people that, you know what, COVID is very normal now, it's treated like the flu, don't need to worry. But the numbers in UK, in US is crazy. So I believe that this will cripple the system very soon. So that's why, please write it down somewhere. But I believe that in February or March, this problem will basically dampen, threaten, and break down the medical system in some countries. And this will hit the economy very badly, all right? Because we've seen this before, okay? And of course, like US now, oh my goodness, in a single day, they just welcome in 1.5 million cases. Now, seriously, 1.5 million cases is like probably what? Is about 1/4 of Singaporeans, okay? 1/4 of Singaporeans all falling sick with COVID at the same time. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine that numbers. So why the market did not react? Because don't forget, the market sold off a couple of days ago. Number 2, Jerome Powell is still going to be there, and the money, the $60 billion is still available to come in. So the market will not react with all these things until later. It won't be now. So what happened is this lady, right, AOC, she is one of the, the lady from the government sector. You know who is she, right? So what happened was she actually participated in a non-mask event. And the thing is that she got caught with COVID. Now, the part is here is that she actually got 3 jabs already. That means including the booster jab. And she got caught. Okay, so that's going to face some shit because why? She basically got able to put on mask, but she went for the event that had no mask. Okay, so gosh. Okay, this extra on the trivia. And of course, now look at it. Look at the Omicron coronavirus variant. Oh my God, look at the tidal wave. Crazy. Look at the numbers. It's shooting up in this manner itself, right? So will it peak soon? Yes, by right itself, when the market go parabolic, it will peak soon. But the market usually the next few months will get hit very badly. Yeah, this has been proven. And if you don't believe me, go at Tom Lee's what he wrote there. You can see that the chart shows exactly the same thing. So that's the reason why I suspect that, guys, you must make money as much as you can these few days because February come, right? Be very careful, yeah? I already give you ample warning already. Now, important market information for references, yeah? Let's first of all, now look at the yields. I already told you the yield will pull back, right? You see, exactly as I told you, the yield, once it hit RSI 870, the yield pull back beautifully at 1.8% snapshot, okay? Now, once again, do understand this. This coming from last 2 years ago, before pandemic, the yield was trading at 3.2%. That was before pandemic, yeah? After that, the yield fell because of the pandemic and the money coming into the system. People buy a lot of bonds. So people buy bonds, the yield go off. Yeah, okay, fine. Then after that itself, right, the yield basically you can see it hit the bottom, rebounded. And after that, basically every time, every layer, you can see it actually goes higher and higher. So my point is this, now the yield come off. That's why the NASDAQ goes up. So think about this. If the yield go up again, what will happen? So is the yield to go up? Well, ask yourself a question. Bond yield goes up because bond price comes down. Now, why bond price come down? Because people basically dump the bonds. So now the thing is this, now the yields come off. Why? Because the bond price goes up, because people are buying into it itself. Yeah? Okay, so my point is this. The moment the yield goes past 1.8%, logically speaking, in Fibonacci, this is a 50% mark. Now, that means from the high of the A down to B, usually from B to this point, C will be a long way, a lot of swings and stuff because it's a 50% mark, slightly below, yeah, like MLP like that. So if the market breaks C, which happened to be 1.8%, it will move very fast to 2.142%. Now, seriously, the last time we see 2.142 was all the way back itself in about June, July, back in 2020. Yeah. So what happened itself, right? We all know that the market itself after that panicked a little bit. So I suspect that this time around it's going to go for 2%. Yeah, it's going to go, but not immediately, but soon. And when that happens itself, along this way, the NASDAQ will fall again. Yes. So 2 days ago, someone asked me about whether I can buy Alibaba. I told the person this, look, if you're buying today or tomorrow, no problem, you can buy. Yeah. If you're buying today or tomorrow, no problem, you can buy, because at this moment now, I suspected that the NASDAQ will recover. So let me show you now Alibaba. Okay. See, I told you back then, right? Alibaba can buy. If you want to buy about $1, 110 to 120, you can buy. So Alibaba share went up yesterday, up by 132. Okay, so it's up. But the thing is this: if you ask me, right, how high would it go, and what would that be happening soon? I told you before already, right? I believe that it will not cross this point here itself. I suspect that it will hit and then come down again. So this point itself was $138, yeah, around there. So my point is this, guys. If you been buying the NASDAQ counter last 2 days, you will make money, yeah. But if you haven't buy it and you want to chase in right now, right, I'll say that you're going to be taking a bit of high risk here itself. So yes, indeed, if you miss the boat, then too bad. If you want to sell from the top, then let it go higher first. Okay, this is not the time to act hero. Yeah, that's not the time yet. Okay, so that's the reason why I say the yield is so important. Now, because the yield is so important itself, right, I cannot believe that the VIX will be pushed down a little bit more. Now, the last time I said VIX is a buy was here, and the VIX went up to as high as 23. So now this time around itself, right, I think VIX will come back down again. And this time around, if you come back to 16 again, it'll be a very good buy, because you can see traditionally itself, right, it's a very good buy when it comes to 16. So I suspect that this time around, the VIX may drop to 16, and this is a very good time to buy some VIX. So I don't know where will it be. The longer it drags, the better it is, because I suspect February will be the turning point of the market. Yeah. So remember that VIX 16. Okay. Watch VIX at 16. Yeah. Okay. So that is the second thing I'll tell you. Now look at this. Now there are some risks in the market itself, right? Because analysts are still expecting that there will be further downside. This guy called Paulini, he says that, right, although there's downside, but the market will not see serious correction. In fact, he's kind of bullish. He says that, right, the global economic recovery will be supported by the strong labor market and pent-up service, healthy corporate balance, and blah, blah, blah. So he's very confident that even a rate hike will only be coming in June. Yeah. So this guy, Paulini, is pretty bullish. But David Costin says that the tech disconnect is the single greatest mispricing. Now, I tried to read what he said. I couldn't get it, honestly. So I can only say that, right, he's like saying that some counters are not worth to buy, them tech counters, yeah? He said that most likely this type of trend will continue. The selling trend will continue, even though there's some intermittent recovery. He felt that, right, the current value now will come out, the certain stocks itself, right, at a high real rate environment will actually be a dampener, which obviously is true, because if you actually rely on credit, or you need to have borrowed money to make your business, then if the cost increase and your business not doing well, you're gonna get hit. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say from David Costin. Now the thing is this, okay? Recently you can see Goldman Sachs is very, very like loud and telling the whole world that, hey, must buy, expect the 4 interest rate, 5 interest rate, and stuff like that. So I saw this article there and I laughed already. You know why? These stocks boomed the last time the Federal Reserve was getting ready for the rate hike. So what are the counters? Oh my God, the very first name is Goldman Sachs. The first name. Now you know why JP Morgan also come out and say, you know what, 4 rate hike coming in, be careful and blah, blah, blah. So you see that they know, of course, they're the one who, they know their reports, they know that this is the real thing. That's why they tell you, be careful. But what happened? They buy, okay? So anyway, financial stock, industrial stock usually perform, because in 2016 is what it happened, yeah? So again, will this happen again? Well, I say maybe, maybe not. If this time around itself, the market is buying up because of the recent downfall, okay, fine. What is the reason for buying? Is it technical recovery or really by itself? So anyway, there are losers like Salesforce, Procter & Gamble, Visa, NIKKEI, MGen. All these were down about 12% to 5%. So not a lot, yeah? So the one that really make money is all these Boeing, Caterpillar, healthcare, blah, blah. So got it? Okay, yeah? So Santoli says that deep buying swooped in to save the major index from the lasting damage. So I told you about the way they use this MA moving average. I already found it for you, so I'll share with you later. So in short itself, they're saying that, right, when the price comes down, the 5% rule, they seemingly will buy into that. So what's 5% rule, right? Remember, I told you already, if you forget again, let me show to you right now. Okay, so very simple, you take the S&P 500. Now you can see now, I found for you the trend line, yeah? Okay, I'll talk about this shortly, okay? So again, I try this again with you if you cannot remember. The high of S&P this recently was at 48.18. 48.18, yeah? The high is 48.18. So I think 48.18 multiplied by 0.95, you get a number, 0.95, 45.77. So what happened? You see that 45.77 was here. The market came down, hit the 5% mark, immediately rebounded. You see? Quite simple, right? That's the reason why we know where to look out for buying opportunity. Okay, got it? Okay, so now if the case is like that itself, right, I will now teach you another interesting way. You take 48.18 multiply by 0.975. So we take the middle of this 5%, and then what do you get? You get a figure, and that figure is 46.97. 46.97, yeah? So what happened here itself is that the market rebounded more than 50%. Okay, the market closed at 47.13, so more than 50. More than it itself. So that's the reason why the market still got a little bit of room to go. So how high can the S&P go itself, right? Now, my personal view is somewhere in the midpoint of here, and that midpoint, let me just check it out. It will be somewhere, about 47.44. 47.44. Okay, very familiar. 47.44 is with the S&P point. Okay, 47.44. Okay, so my view is the S&P 500 may have 34 points to go before we have a overbought situation. Yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Let's just continue. Okay, so Jerome Powell did not give any much way in the policy making. And of course, some of the IPO shares recover, SPAC shares recover, up also recover. But all this is stuff, right? Is it technical or is it really is the bottom? I can't find. I think that is, to me, it's a big cat rebound. You can see up innovation right now. Okay, so up actually rebounded yesterday, but this upside is kind of muted. And the volume did not follow through. So I suspect that the up will see some profit taking again. So up innovation likely will be up a little bit more to about $90 at best. And then it may pull back down again. I'm still looking to buy when it's go 80 or lower. Yeah. So the last time we already called for buy at 82, it went up already. So let's look at 90 or 92 before we bring it back down to about 84 level. Yeah. Okay, so what is the fear and greed index right now? You can see on the screen it's at 59. Now, yesterday someone again asked me, Cal, what is the fear and greed index? How you use it? I told you before. Anything below 25, I'm more towards to buy. Yay. Anything above 84, I'm looking to sell. Okay, looking to sell. Yeah. So you understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is that now it's 59. Will I do anything much? Nope, nothing much. I won't do anything because it's neither here or there. Okay, so that is the first thing that you must understand where I'm coming from. Now, the second thing is this. As you can see on the screen, this is the important numbers that I'm looking at. Now, the put and call ratio has came off a bit. So that means that lesser people are shorting the market. The net 52 weeks high and low on the NYSE shows that the market is still below the 0% mark. So that shows a bit of problem, yeah? Now do note that the data don't update every day. Like this is on the 9th, this one is on the 11th, and stuff like that. Okay, so take note of that. So in the index way, I also don't see any pattern for me to concern. So I'm gonna wait for a while. Then it go up higher, then we can come in again to short. Okay. All right, so before we go into the charts, this is the extra something that I'll share with you called the alternate market news, but I actually get some very good stuff on the internet. There's not mainstream media to share it with you, okay? Now remember this one again, this is the last time I show you this, okay, that they usually will have the what they call tapering coming in. So the tapering will be tomorrow, all right, it'll be tomorrow. I mean, you can add in some money, but the money is lesser than expected. Okay, that means it's the lower number than the past. So it will be tomorrow, 13th of January, yeah, 13th of January. So if you ask me itself, right, what will happen is that maybe this week the market will still go higher because of the earnings coming out, CPI data. If the CPI data is going to be 0.5% or better, this will push the market even stronger. But my personal view is this, I've seen this before, whenever you have this pumping in the money itself, right? There's two things happen. Take the closing price of the day to be a guide. If the market stays above it itself, generally it's still going to go higher. But if the market breaks below, then we have a problem, yeah? So watch out for this 15th of January, if not following Monday. Very important, yeah? Very important. So this is, you can see now, sorry for the bad screenshot because this is, I guess, on YouTuber. So you can see that actually, right, when the Fed funds was actually increasing, the stock market have intermittent pullback, but it was nothing near to what we have seen recently. So in short itself, now the S&P 500 is going up and the Fed fund rate is way, way, way further away. So the question is, how much more will Fed Reserve do to actually come together, right? So I'm not too sure at the moment now, but of course, I think 1% makes a lot of sense, yeah? 1%, which is about 4 times. Okay, so that is what happened for the post-GFC Fed balance, yeah. All right, so I told you before, I will definitely get this done. Yes, I managed to find the MA that is the usable one that is touching the market. So let's take a look. Hey, sorry. Hey, hold on, something wrong in my screen. Hey, oh, okay, sorry, I'm open. Okay, this is a screenshot. Now you can see that, right? Basically, it's all right. The market touch and recover, touch and recover, touch and recover. So for a while itself, I'll put it this way, for 3 times. All right, for some months, right? Every time it touches this, the market will also be happy. So I suspect that this is going to be the 4th time coming in. This is going to be a 4th time. It's really happening. But this time around, so once it fails, it will bring it down, and you should consider that this will be a very dangerous period. So the thing is this: the more the market actually get in line together, hang together, right, the worse it be, because it's not about strength. It's about getting everybody in the same place and go for the kill. Yeah. So this is whereby I want you to take note of that for the S&P 500. Yeah. Okay. Now the thing is this. This is what we offer right now. It's called the alternate market information. Now, if this particular slide you like it, okay, you like it, you want to see what the other people are reading it, and it's sourced from Bloomberg, majority of them. Like this one is the real 10-year yield inverted. It's now much far away from the NASDAQ Russell indicator. So if let's say, if it will happen, are we telling me that the market must come down by a fair bit? Logically possible. And of course, currently now, right, why the S&P is not able to move up much, because the financial condition are not doing well. So all this information, if you think you like it and you want to pay money for it, is going at $98 per month for 3 months. Okay, contact Susan to join in, but you need to pay, right? Okay, once you pay itself the channel, you only get information from me. Now I won't update every day. It's like periodically, maybe 2-3 days, 4-5 days, one time update. But once I update itself, it's going to be massive, because I'm the one reading it, every one of it, and then I can actually tell you my personal view. So you can see at the bottom, I added my personal view. I say that what do I think will happen. So you're not only paying for the news, you're paying for my view, all right? So if you think that this is pretty good, okay, the channel is one-way traffic, so you pay to Susan, and Susan will let me know who are you, and then that I'll bring you the channel, and then you can enjoy it, yeah? Okay, all right. Okay, so let's look at the charts for today before we go for our lunch. Let's go do this. The bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the flamingo is different this time. Okay, let's go. Yep. Now, China market. Now, what do you think about China market? I suspect China market is going to go up. Yep, I tell you that I suspected the China market is going to go up. How high will it go? Well, first thing first, it has a crosses resistance at 15,512. I told you that before. Only when it crosses 512, maybe you test this point at 15,700. Now, why do I bring in China in the picture? Because recently I saw that the Hang Seng just refused to fall. Even though the NASDAQ fell quite a fair bit itself, the Hang Seng keep on stirring up. Now, usually such thing happens is that either there's internal buying or there's some news coming up, and I suspect that China should be able to come out some pretty good news in the near term. Now, why do I say that? Because China will have this Beijing Olympic very soon. I just kind of believe that they will do something to make sure that to give the moral confidence to people that things are fine. So because of that itself, right, I suspect that this will push the market a little bit for China. Yeah. So again, I can be totally wrong. If I'm wrong, please accept my humble apology. Okay. This is what I'm telling you now. My view on the NASDAQ. Yeah. My view on Shanghai. Sorry. Okay. My view on China. Sorry. It's a message came in on NASDAQ. My bad. Sorry. Okay. Now let's look at the Dow Jones, shall we? Now the Dow Jones, the day chart first. Now the Dow Jones day chart today, some of you did question me, Cal, the color is red, but why are you looking to buy? Well, again and again and again, guys, look at it. This is the pivot one. The pivot one is 35,893. The opening price is above pivot one. So above OP, above pivot one, no matter what you tell me, it's a buy. CCRY is a buy. And of course, the KSI is green in color, it's uptick some more. So it's a stronger buy. So where's the first target profit now? The problem is this, we are near all-time high. I can't really give you a number, but of course, mathematically speaking, it is possible to see this. You look carefully right now, right? If the market really goes up, wow, if it go up past the high here, it has to go all the way to a new high, and that's 37,503. Now, 37,000, a level that no one have seen before. But is it possible? Well, anything is possible, right? So that's one reason to watch out for. But you ask me something more practical is the low of this BNB. The low of this BNB is 36,404. Okay, 36,404. So I kind of suspect that, right, the Dow Jones should be able to go and test 36,404 first today. Now, not because that the market is going to be good, but it's just that this is what we call a lower high formation breakout on a KSI green, and usually this will push the market higher. So 36,404 will be my target for today's Dow Jones. NASDAQ itself, right, is a CCRY. Incredibly, it's a CCRY, and the KSI is green. So overall, it's a package upright. So for this market itself, there's a cage now blocking its way, but once it crosses it, straight away, the first target will be 16,018. The first target is 16,018. 16,018. So will that happen itself, right? It is possible, but it's all the FANGs counters. So maybe they'll get together and then hold it down. But the thing is this, okay? The thing is this, we are able to, see that if it goes higher, 16,018 itself, yeah? So watch out for this figure. Now, of course, if the market pulls back, MLP is going to be supporting it, and MLP happen to be coincide with the BNB level. So another thing to watch out for, yeah? Now, this is the S&P 500. Thank you, Louis, for doing that, because I know, Louis, you are in, right? Yeah, okay. So S&P 500 today, again, you can see it's above MLP, is above MA 200, and now is just marginally above MA 30. So this is a very bullish call. And the thing is this, there is a cage over here, and the market just break above the cage, okay? So if the market continue, I suspect that it will be able to go for 47, 44. So I repeat, if everything goes well, we can see the S&P 500 going for 47, 44 level. Okay, 47, 44. Yeah, look at it. There's some hybrid here, so just have to change the time frame. Should be fine. Yep, KSI green. So 47, 44. Okay, so that is the US side itself. How about Hang Seng? Now Hang Seng continue to blast up. Okay, I told you Hang Seng will go higher, and Hang Seng have just touched my pivot 2, pivot 1. All right, it opens here, and then it went up to hit my BNB. Right, so you see it again. It trigger on the first day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. I told you usually by the 3rd day or 4th day, it will trigger the BNB. And of course, again, we are profitable, right? Very nice, right? So while people are selling market, we are buying market. People buying market, we are selling the market. So don't you realize that we are always in one step in advance, because that is why we follow the rules. Yes, the rule says that, right, if the market is supposed to go down, it will be doing this. But once it changed color, you have to follow. And of course, the KSI concurs it, and now it's higher. So how high would this be going? Now, 24,222 is a very strong pivot level. I suspected that you will hang around here. But the target should be this point. Here's a KCB, chocolate bar at the same time. 24,452. Okay, that should be the target. 24,452. Yeah, I suspect that the Hang Seng should be able to touch this week. Yeah? So watch out for that. 24,452. Okay. Nikkei is up. Yes, it's up. As I told you, it's going up. Now Nikkei, I just touched my MA30 at 28,698. It's above MLP. So above MLP, above OP, just buy, especially KSI is green. And of course, because it's above OP, above pivot 1, confirm must buy. So today, Nikkei is a die must buy. Above OP, above pivot 1 is a buy. Above MLP is a buy. KSI is green, is a buy. And of course, now you can see it's going higher, right? So all this stuff tells you why you don't need even to know the news in the market. You just have to tell me where is it, what to do. I can tell you instantly whether to buy or sell. This is the lovely part of the TWB system. You don't need to read news. You don't need to be online to really watch it. But you just tell me what to do. Tell me some of the details. Straight away, I can tell you is a buy or a sell. That is how beautiful it is. Now, of course, not every time you sell, you work. Nothing 100%. But okay, guys, look at this for yourself. Look at it for yourself. Look at the 15-minute chart. Look at it for the Nikkei. Look at it all the way. There's no holding back. It's a pump all the way up itself. My God. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's look at the next market, DAX. Now, DAX, I already told you guys, DAX came down. At the time it came down to cover some of the gap. And then now it basically rejected MA30 and rebounded, broke MLP. All right. Same thing again. The opening pivot was here. So above OP, above pivot 1, CCRY, just buy. Don't need to care, no need to bother. CCRY, just buy. So look at the 15-minute chart, shall we? Yesterday one. You can see yesterday's chart, right? You can see once the market 5-minute for DAX is 5-minute chart. Hold on here. Okay, so you can see that, right? Straight away on your screen. This is the OP of the day. This is the pivot 1. No matter how people tell you, oh, too high, cannot go up, just don't listen to them. Above OP, above pivot 1, just buy. CCRY, just buy. CCRY, just buy. CCRY, 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 CCRY. Now, of course, sometimes the CCRY will fail, but fail, just cut lah. But once it's right, you make money. See, that is more important, okay? So above OP, above P1, CCRY, just buy. As simple as that. Really, you've been hearing me saying this non-stop, right? Because it's just as simple, nothing too difficult, yeah? Oops, sorry. Okay, all right, so that's DAX. How about crude oil? On here. Now, crude oil continued to blast up, and crude oil now is at $80.66. No wonder Susan making so much money. Now, crude oil stays above MA30, MA200, MLP. So no matter how yesterday it was a buy on crude, KSI also green. So that's why a very strong buy on crude yesterday. Now, today, crude oil, what do I think? Well, crude oil is all right. I say May, profit take first, back to 79.91. And then after that, maybe find some strength to test again, okay? Now, for crude oil, it's all right. I cannot say much because crude oil, they want it to go up because it will boost the economy. They want it to go down because it will reduce inflation. So a bit of here and there. But nonetheless, today it's all right to me. If crude oil come down, expected to be having support at 79, 71. And once it finds strength, it may come back up to all the way to this a higher level, yeah? So that will be what, $83 really. Okay, so that's crude oil. Now let's look at the gold market, and this gold now today, interesting. Now gold is supposed to go up today. It's a CCRY on the gold chart. Can you see that? It's a CCRY. But the KSI is red, and there's no blue bar, so we mixed signal. No blue bar means that the market is kind of bullish right now, but KSI is red, so that means there's some selling pressure. So for gold, it's all right. With the Jerome Powell not looking to do anything. So likely it's all right, gold should go higher because the dollar. But the thing is, this look at the dollar. Let's be a moment, bring the dollar in. The dollar is coming off. So the dollar weakened. That means that the gold should go higher, right? So that's why the gold shoot up. So if the dollar continue to go weaker, right, the gold should temporarily stop there for a while, maybe come down to about probably 1.18, maybe 1.5 or 1.4. After that rebound again, it's possible, right? So 1.829 will be still my target for this gold itself, right? 1.829 as my target. I already told you guys the gold, my target is 1.29. So it must go above OP first. Now this particular chart itself is between the two pivots, so it'll be a bit more resistant. KSI is rate even more resistant. So if only when the market goes above OP, then 1.829 is the target for gold. Yeah. Now for silver itself is sideways. You can see it's sideways by moving upwards, right? Hit the BNB minus 1 perfectly and then go up. So if gold is to go up, right, then silver will follow through, and this time around it's going to aim here and $22.98. Okay, aim there, $22.98 for this silver. Okay, so last two so is Bitcoin, Ethereum. Now Bitcoin yesterday went up to the high of 42,000. 43,000 and pull back, but still at 43,000 now. So I believe that there should be some form of profit taking in the US market. So I believe that if you cannot go much higher, we can actually consider take some profit first since you're making a healthy profit from here. Okay, so we call for buying back then somewhere around here, and now it's at 42,000, 43,000. So for Bitcoin, to me itself is actually below MA 30, below MA 200. It's very bare right now. So even though it's above MLP, that's the reason why to buy. So above OP, then you can buy. Below, don't do anything. Upside itself can be 43,711. Yeah, 43,711. Okay. All right. So that is the Bitcoin, and the last one will be the Ethereum. Before we stop for today, Ethereum. Okay, hold on, something wrong with the screen. Now Ethereum came down to 2970 beautifully, and then now it rebounded. Now it's still below the 2 MAs, but it's above MLP. So I suspect that if it goes higher, right, the most you'll go is 3327. Yeah. So these are the few numbers to look for the market. It's nothing new. It's all TWB, what you learn. Just that I keep on reminding you, that's all. Okay. All right, so that will be all for today. So today's summary is very simple. I still believe that the US market is going to go higher. I believe that the Dow will go to 36,407. I believe that the NASDAQ will go higher. I believe Hang Seng will go higher. I believe gold may go higher a little bit more. And then you should basically lock in some profit after that as well and wait for what's going to happen on coming Thursday or Friday. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much for today. Thank you for staying on. Thank you for waiting for me. This is the end of today's MAO. I wish you all the best and wish you good luck. Make more